Hello and welcome back to another Elementor and WordPress tutorial. Today I want to show you how you can build custom headers and footers using the latest version of Elementor and Elementor Pro. You may be wondering why I have the Apple website in front of me. No, it's not sponsors or anything like that. I just want to prove to you that Elementor can basically replicate almost any header and almost any header and any footer. Now you can see that I'm going to be copying all the way this banner and this header for a website, and I'm also going to copy the footer area as well. The only things that we're not going to be able to do is the search icon. However, I'm going to basically mimic almost everything else. So let's get started. Okay, so first off, you want to make sure you have your Elementor and Elementor Pro plugins already installed. I am going to be also using the Astra theme to get this sorted because it's really clean, it's nice, it's sleek, and it's very simple to use. I personally prefer themes which have very little to remove and play with and stuff like that. My attitude is the less options you have, the better the better you are. So let's head over to pages and let's create ourselves a new page, and let's call that home. Let's edit with Elementor, and let's just okay, next we now want to go to my templates and click on add new and change this to header. Let's change this to header v1 and click create a template. Okay, you're going to see these pre-made templates already built, but we don't want that. Let's click on that. Now let's have another look. Now I'm going to be showing you some really cool tools that you can be using to quickly find out, if you're not a coder or anything like that and you don't know how to go into the developer console, how you can quickly find out the text websites are using, and also how you can quickly take the color of any background and. So one of the first things that we want to do, we want to have a look at what the hexadecimal value of this banner, of this top bar is. So you can see on my toolbar, I've got an extension called ColorZilla. This is a Google Chrome extension, which you click on just like so. Click on Page Color Picker, and then you can see it's changing color. And here it is. So I've just clicked on it and it's copied the hexadecimal value to my copy. Let's head over to the banner. Let's add new, and then let's change this to background type, color, and now we can just paste this in. And I'm just going to move this over there, and now let's click publish, and we're going to do add condition to the entire site. It's just to get that out of the way. Okay, so now if we head back and actually look at the website, you can see that there's nothing there, and there's nothing there because we've actually got nothing in there. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to create a navigation, and if we type in nav menu, throw that in there, and I've already added in I've already added in a menu, so I'm just going to change that to home menu, and let's just update. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to change the menu to these options here. So let's back over here, exit to dashboard. Let's head over to appearance, menus. Okay, and here is my main menu. So what I'm going to do, so we've got Mac, iPad, iPhone, watch. So let's change this to Mac. Let's change this to iPad. This to iPhone. This to watch. Now let's create a few more custom links, hashtag, and we want TV, to menu. We want another one called music, and let's create another one called support. Okay. Now let's add that to menu. What I'm going to do, I'm going to remove these sub menus because we do not need them. I'm going to click Save Menu. I'm going to head over to this. I'm going to refresh. And now you can see that we've got that there. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to want to do, we want to find out what the font is of this. And we want to find out what the weight is and the size. Now, I use another Google Chrome extension called What Font. As you can imagine, it's telling us what the font is. So if we click on that and we hover over all of this, you can see that it's saying SP Pro Text. I actually think this is a paid font, so we can move on to the next best thing. So we'll do our best to try and find if we can actually get this font. If not, we'll head over to Helvetica, which is the next best thing. You can also see that the style is normal, the weight is 400, the size is 14 pixel, the line height is 44 pixel, and it even tells us the color. And if you click on the color, it tells you the RGB as well. So yeah, let's go change our font. So let's head over to the header. Let's click back onto the menu. Let's go to style. And first off, let's change the color, which is text color, to white. Let's change the weight to 400. And what was the size? The size was 14 pixels. Change that to 14 pixels. And let's also change the text to Helvetica. Now, I think I can actually see some letter spacing, perhaps. No. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I want to add just a little bit of letter spacing. And after that, let's have another look. Okay, we want to increase the spacing between each one as well. So let's go to content. It's not in content. My apologies. It's in style. And we want to go to horizontal. Oh no, space padding. And let's just move this all the way like that. That looks good. Let's yeah. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the font again, the weight of it, to something to about 300, maybe 200. Okay, doesn't seem to make a difference, so we'll keep it at that. Let's update it. Let's head over to our website again, refresh the page. And now you can see we're beginning to get a really nice bar. Now, I want to just make this center, so middle. So now this, the actual menu will always stay in the middle. Let's have another look. We've got the Apple icon there, and we've got the search bar, and we've got the little bag there. So what I'm going to do, let's add a let's add another category to this. So we're going to add a new column, and we're going to add another column, and we're going to add another column. We're going to place this there. Obviously this one's going to be the longest, and I'm just going to change this to about 10, maybe even 5. Yeah, that's probably about right. And we're also going to change this to about 7, and this one to about 7 as well, and this to about 7. Okay, so that's all about. Okay, we'll add it as we go. Yeah, let's just drag it. Right. Okay, I'm also going to align this in the center. Just quickly update. Okay, now let's just get a Apple logo. But what I'm going to do, I am because this is an icon. We can't save that image. So on my toolbar, if you're using a Windows computer, and I'm sure on a Mac there's going to be snippet tools as well. Perhaps try Command Shift and 3 or something. I can't remember. You want to click on the snippets tool, and you'll see right here you've got snipping tool. Press New, and then you just want to take a little snapshot there. Okay, and I'm going to save this and call it something like Apple logo. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the header, and I'm going to add a image into this column. Let's upload that Apple logo. Go to insert, and now we've got that just like so. I'm going to change that to full. Let's center that. Let's yeah, the content positions are all good there. Let's update. Let's have a look on our front end. Refresh. Okay, that's looking good. Let's just quickly compare. Okay, so one of the things I can see is that there's less spacing on the top and bottom, but we'll sort that out soon. And we've also got the icon and the little search bar and the shopping basket there. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this little new thing and we're going to copy this. We're going to save as search. We're going to do new, and we're going to also save this shopping bag as well, and save and call it cart. Okay, so now we can say goodbye to this snippet tool and head back over to our header. Let's just still getting used to the new interface of Elementor, which has just been released today. And we're going to press paste. Oh, pretty good that. We're going to upload those files from before, which is the cart and the search. We're going to open that up, and we want the search one to go there, just like so. We're going to put that in the middle where the content position is, and we're going to copy this again, and we're going to paste it in there. We're going to change that over to the cart item, and let's just center that as well. Let's press update, and now let's head over to this and refresh, and now that's actually looking pretty good. Okay, let's take away some of that spacing. So let's go here and let's go into advanced. Let's take away the padding. Let's go layout, column gap, no gap. Great, and update. Let's head over to video tutorials, and there we go. So, okay, so what can we see? Let's still look at this. So we can actually see when you hover over it, over the navigation, it's all changing color. Now, because these are pictures, I'm not going to apply this to them, but I'm going to apply it to the main navigation, and that just looks like just a grayish color. So let's head over to our header again. Let's click on the navigation widget, style, and then hover and text color, and let's paste in. Let's go back to that and get that color again to match the bar. Let's paste that in. Let's just Okay, and for the pointer width, make that 0. Okay, because we don't want that happening. Okay, text. Let's change this like so. Okay, so that looks all good. Let's refresh and refresh our page. And that looks great. Okay, now on to this bit here. And in fact, I've just noticed it's a sticky header as well. So let's just quickly make this sticky. So you click on the whole section, you click on, no, it's not been moved. Okay, so you click on advanced, scrolling effect, sticky, top. Okay, and now when we scroll down, it should stick. Okay, I can't actually show it right this very second because we've got no other content there, but we will. Okay, so let's move on to the banner bit. So there's a really cool, there's a really cool Google extension plugin you can install as well, which detects all images on a page and allows you to download them. And this is called Image Spark. So you can see I've just clicked on the icon and it's now showing all the pictures on the Apple website. So let's click on this download button and you can see I've got it there. So let's close that. Let's head over to our header again. We're going to see, that's just okay. So we're going to add that, and we can type in image just like so. Throw that in the box. Open this. Drag that image we just downloaded. Insert. Okay, and just want to see something. I think this is actually a background, so what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to delete that, and let's just, for some odd reason, why is this happening? Let's just update the page because the core section for that isn't showing. It could be Elementor's just updated their interface, so it's a little glitchy still. But I'm just going to add a new one. Why is that like so? Let's just... No, I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, so let's click on the section again. Let's go into Style, followed by Background Type, Image, and let's take this right there. Okay, we're going to do Cover, and we're going to no repeat, we're going to do layout, and we're going to do, where is it, height, min height, and we're going to just open this up a little bit. Okay, so I can see it's not quite how we want it, is it? So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to what I was originally doing. So we're going to delete that. We're going to add the image again. Put this here, throw this in, just like so. Now we're going to change the background to this color here. So let's take our color picker tool, copy. We've now got the hexadecimal value. And we're going to change the section background to that color. And that's looking a bit better now as well. Let's change the min height a little bit. Okay, let's just change that to full, center it, style. Okay, let's just have a look. So you've got that there. Oh, so we've got that right there. How can we get that there? So you can actually see that there's quite a lot of background here. So what I'm going to do, let's just open this up, and I'm going to drag that image into Photoshop, so we can remove that bottom bit of spacing because it's just taking up too much space. Okay, so let's just go see and just remove that like so. That looks great. Let's save this, optimize, yeah, let's replace. Okay, now we're going to upload that image again, and let's find the image. It's this one. Yep, insert. Okay, that's much better now. So what I'm going to do, let's make everything middle. That's all good. Okay, so now we want to add in the heading, and we want to just double check what the font is. So again, it's the same font, so we're going to use Helvetica again. So let's start off with the title, followed by the subtitle, and then the links. So head over to the header. Let's click on heading, throw that in there, center it, change this to iPhone X. iPhone X. That looks good. Let's have a look at what the size is of this. The size is 17 pixel and 20 and 400. I actually think I misclicked on that. Okay. Unless that's a no. Okay. Right. Let's change this to 17 pixels and Helvetica. 17 pixels. That looked a little bit too small, so we're going to make it a bit bigger. iPhone X. The weight was 400. And let's just look back there. Okay, so content. Change this to. And why is this happening? Let's refresh this page. Let's click on the fonts. Okay, for some reason, it's not selecting this here. So I'm not quite sure why. But we can always change the font to, let's try 600. That looks okay. Actually, maybe 800. Okay, let's try 900. Okay, we're going to go with this one. Okay, let's bring the spacing a little closer together. Let's just update, and let's head over to video tutorials, refresh, and you can now see you've got the iPhone X there, and that it still looks a little big, doesn't it? Let's make it a bit smaller. Let's make it 40. No, 45. Yeah, 47. That looks good. So let's refresh. And X. Okay. Remember, we've not got the exact font, so it's a little bit difficult. But let's now add the subheading. So let's add the text editor right here, and we are going to copy and paste "say hello to the future." Say hello to the future. Go to style, center, change the text to Helvetica again. We're going to change the size to about here. That's up there. And let's just update. Okay, we left the full stop off. Full stop. Date. Okay. And the spacing in between it all looks a little off. So what I'm going to do, I'm now going to click on the column, and I'm going to change the widget space to about 5. 4, 3. Yeah, 3 looks good. We're going to update that. Now look at that page, looks good. Let's refresh this here. And that's looking good as well. I think I want to make this section a little bigger to match Apple. So let's click on this section again and let's do a minimum height. And yeah, that looks nice. Okay, let's refresh this page. Yeah, that looks much better now. Okay, so far what we've done, we've added the top bar color by using the color picker. We've added the navigation, we've added the logo, the search and the cart buttons. We've added the header, the subheader and the image, as well as changing the background. Now we want to add those links as well. So let's do that. So first off, again, is it the same font? It's the same font. Okay, so we are going to be using the icon list, and we're going to throw it under just like so. We're going to delete two of them, and we will change this to, I think it's the arrow, so the arrow tool. It's the, okay, so this one, and style icon, we're just going to change. Oh, you can't do it anymore. Okay, not to worry. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to delete this because we're not using that anymore. We're going to add 2 columns in to this bit here. We are now going to add in some buttons. Now, button here. Okay, we're going to align this to the right, like so. And just so, and let's type in learn more there. We're going to add the little arrow and we're going to do after. That's looking good. Now let's change the background color to transparent. Bottom background. And for some reason it's not changing it. So I suspect it's another glitch. Which, hold on, let's. Okay, so it changes to white. But it's not, okay, let's change the color. Ah, okay, looking good. Right, not sure what was happening there. Okay, let's get the exact color of that as well, which is, it's probably better to use the font tool. And this is the color. We're going to copy that. And change the text color to this. The weight looks a little thicker, so let's change that to 600. Let's change that to Helvetica. Can we change the icon at all to a thinner one? You got the button, you got the border. I don't think you can. So let's make this a little thinner there. Okay, we'll just have to live with that for now. Let's do underline there. Okay, and now let's copy and let's paste it. Let's now move that to the right and let's title that by, just like so. And what we want to do, we want to make it all a little bit center. Okay, that's good with me. Let's update that. And that's going to be a little high. So let's change the margin again by clicking on the section, advanced, and let's go into minus. Just like that. That looks good. And we're going to update it. Head over here, refresh. And it still looks off, doesn't it? And that's because these are too far apart on this. And in fact, they actually look a little too big as well. So let's make these smaller. So we're going to do style, typography, and let's go 18, 19. Yeah, let's go about 19. Let's hit here, style, typography, 19, just like so. And I want to get rid of this here, of this spacing right here. So I'm going to do advance, and we're going to take away the padding. We're going to do advance again on the column and take away the padding. I don't think I did it on this one. Advance and take away the padding, and now let's also click on this section and let's make the width really small, just like so, and we're going to just like that update, or by, oh, there is no underline on them either, so let's get rid of the underline. Oh, the underline's on the hover. Okay, so let's click on these again. Let's head over to style, typography, decoration, default, and now we want to get it on the hover, so hover. Okay, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to do solid, and we're going to do this color. Nope, we'll just take the color. I'm going to copy that color, and we are going to do 2 right here. That's in the top, so we want the bottom. That's not happening on the hover. So what else can we do? Hold on, that's solid. Let's just go bottom 2. No. Perhaps we can do it on the overall thing. So let's try advanced, maybe. Border, hover, solid. Change this to 2 pixel. Change the color to that. Let's see what happens. So I'm not happy with that. So you know what? We're going to leave it because it can't do it yet. So let's just leave it like that. And I'm going to take away that border, which is in typography, and remove the underline. Cool. Okay, so let's have a quick look to see what's going on. Okay, that's that one. Okay, so we need a bit of spacing here. Okay, so I'm going to click on this section here, advance, and at the bottom I'm going to just add some margin bottom. And that looks about okay. Let's update it again. Let's refresh. Oh, wrong page. They look identical now. Refresh, and yeah, that's looking a lot better. Let's go like that. No. Okay, so there's a little bit of difference due to the text I'm using, the actual fonts. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that at this moment in time. But yeah, that's looking like the header is done. It's looking nice. I think there's a few glitches that I've actually experienced whilst building this. Like I said, previous times before that. Elementor's just made their latest update today, in fact a few hours ago, so there's a few bugs and what's not that needs to be sorted, but still to be able to do something like this in no time at all is really quite remarkable in my opinion. So now that we've done the header, we now want to work on the footer, which is this here. Okay, so what have we got? The way I visualize a website is by breaking it down into lots of boxes and think, right, this is a box, this is a box, this is a box. So let's actually have a look at this. So we've got one big box, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, 5 boxes. And then we've got another column, another box at the bottom here. And then we can use something else for these. So let's get going. Okay, so now that we've done the header, we're going to update that, which we've done, and we're going to go to the dashboard. From the dashboard, we're going to head over to Elementor, My Templates, and we're going to add new, and we're going to change this to footer. We're going to add footer. B1, why not? Okay, so we're going to, I mean, to be honest, a lot of these layouts actually look like the sort of layout we want to go for, but because I'm showing how to do it from scratch, I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch. So you can see our templates at the top here, that's our header. Now we want our footer, so I'm going to move my little camera up like so. Okay, so let's create a section. And how many sections did we say we wanted? Oh, wrong one. We wanted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want 5 columns. So here we go. Here's the 5. We're going to move that into 5 like so. Now let's have a look at the color of the footer, which is this here. Let's use our Colorzilla extension again. I'll leave all of these extension links in the description of this video. Let's click on the background. Now we've got the color copied. Head over here, click on section, style, background type, color, and there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to publish, and I'm going to add the condition to the entire site. Now the footer has officially been applied to the entire site. Let's have another look. Okay, so we've got titles. Okay, so let's put in these titles. So title 1 is going to be a heading, and let's just double check that the fonts are still the same. Yeah, still the same. So what's this? This is shop and learn. So we're going to replace this, shop and learn. Let's just see how big this is again. So it's about 11 pixels, and we're going to take that color as well. Okay, so let's just change these to, okay, style, text color, with that like that. Typography, Helvetica, pixels 11. It looks a little small. Let's change the weight to about 800. Well, to be honest, it is a little small. I don't like how small that looks. I'm going to just change it to about 12 pixels. 13 pixels, that looks good. Okay, so we've got the title. So now what we can do, let's add in the pages. Now, I'm not going to add all of these pages. I'm going to add just some quick little text there. And yeah, just so it's all linked and what's not. So I'm going to be using the icon list. You can also use your menu widgets as well if you want to create those pages and what's not. But for time and your sake, I'm just going to do it like this. So let's remove that icon, and let's add a hashtag, and let's go with option 1. Okay, I'm just going to duplicate this a few times. Bang, 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 bang. And scroll. Okay, so that looks nice. Okay, now let's change okay, so it's the same color as this, so we're going to take that and just thinner. That's the difference. Style, we're going to go to text color, like so. We're going to change this to Helvetica. We're going to change the size to 11. That looks a little better. And we're going to change the weight to about 2. Okay, we'll just go with this. Let's just have a look. Okay, the space, we want it a little bit more. So we're just going to head over to the list and then space in between. That looks nice. And there was hover. Now on the hover, we're going to make it okay, like so. We're going to update. Now let's have a look at our front end again. Okay. Oh, and just to show you about the header being sticking to the top, can you see? Just like so. So now we've got all of that. The next, just want to see. Okay, so I just want to close the gap between these two before I add it on. So widgets. So we want to click on the column and click widget space and 5. That looks nice. Okay, so now what we can do, we can actually duplicate. We're just going to paste. Okay, what I'm going to do, okay. Let me just delete this one column, and we're going to paste and paste. I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm going to paste one more. Okay, we're going to get rid of that and rid of this. Okay, so now we've got 5 columns. Let's have a look at the front again, and you can actually see that there's a bit of space. Yeah, there's a bit of space there, but just let's change the titles and worry about that shortly. Store, and we've got for education. I'm going to change that like so, and we're going to delete, and we're going to copy and paste. Oh, can we not? Okay, we'll just duplicate that and duplicate that. Move that like so. I'm going to just delete that one, and I'm going to add a little bit of margin top to this just to add that spacing. Let's have another look. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to just duplicate this and get rid of this column here. And let's change this for education title to for business. Just like so, and just got an OCD a little bit. I'm going to remove that third option. Now in this one, let's change the title to account. And for the next header, let's change this to Apple values. Values. Okay, and let's change this final one to about Apple. And let's remove these, these columns. That's fine. What I'm going to do, I'll delete this as well. Okay, let's just update, and now let's have a look at our front end. Okay, so that's looking okay. So now I want to close the gaps between here, and I think the best way to do this is by clicking on the section, and where it says content width, you just move it a little bit like so, and that looks good to me. Yeah, that looks good to me. You know what, we can actually make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's good with me. We're going to update, and now we want to add this section here, this little bit here. So let's add a let's duplicate this. So copy and paste. Let's I'm going to delete this, delete, and delete like so. I'm gonna before I carry on with that, I just want to add some I just want to add some padding to the top. So padding 20, yeah, just like that. That's nice. Okay, so let's add more ways to shop. Blah blah. Okay, and there we go. And let's put that in like so. Let's change P style. And why is that like? Okay, and we want to, let's just make this a little bit more faint. Okay, now I'm just being lazy, but you usually use the color picker and then the font, etc. Okay, I'm going to delete this. Just have another look. That looks okay. Just update it. Always update. you begin to get in the habit of it when you do update. Okay, so now we want to put in the copyright and this stuff here. But first, let's put in a divider here. Okay, let's have another look. Yeah, let's just make the gap a little smaller, and the color, let's just fade it out a little bit. I'm really not sure what's going on with the transparency here, but okay, we'll just make it like so. Let's update it again. Ooh, let's just refresh this page and see how it's looking so far. Okay, that's looking nice. And now we want to add copyright and then this here. So again, I'm going to box these off and we're going to put 3 columns right here. So actually, do we need to put 3 columns? Yeah, let's put 3 columns in. So columns right there. We're going to add a new column just like so. Let's take this right here. Let's let's duplicate this. Let's put you there. Let's copy you in, and yeah, we can probably make this right like so. Okay, and we can change the weight of this because I don't think it needs to be like that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take away this column padding here so we can get rid of that space. Just like that. And let's just have a look. Okay, and I'm also going to take away this spacing here as well so we can get everything aligned. Yeah, perfect. Let's add some icon lists. Icon list right here. And again, I'm going to just remove the padding and let's make this section a bit bigger. Now click on the icon list and click the inline, because then we can get that. Okay, let's move the icon list, and we've got privacy, terms of use. So we're going to do. Let's remove the tick, privacy, duplicate this, terms of use, and what was the other one? The other one was sales and refunds. Sales and refunds. What was the third one? Legal, and then sitemap. Legal and sitemap. Okay, that's great. So now we've got that. I'm going to make this column middle. I'm going to make this as well middle, just so we can keep everything in line. And let's take away that gap. So we click on this section, column gap, no gap, just like so. We're going to update it again. Let's refresh our page. Okay, looking good. And we're going to make this smaller as well. So what size was this? This was 13 pixel. Let's make this style text 13. Change the font to Helvetica. Yeah, this is looking much better. Let's change the text color. Let's change it to this color here. Text style, text color changed. And I've just noticed I've not put in the hashtags, so it's clickable. Hashtag. Okay, so now we've got all of that just like so, and I'm just going to change the hover to, yeah, just like that. There we go, much better. Now let's look at the apple again, and we can see the final thing is the United States icon here. And just because I'm being super lazy, I'm just going to take a little picture of it, because we don't have the actual integration installed anyway. So we're just going to do US, just like so. We're going to remove that. Head back over to the footer, add an image in, upload that image. What did I call it? US. Insert, bang, just like so. We're gonna, let's remove all the padding from this and let's make that middle. Let's update, head back over to our page again, refresh. That's looking good. Let's just compare. Okay, the gap, and we also need some padding at the bottom, and I actually think that's a little too tight, so let's make that a little bigger. Okay, just like that. And if that's 965, we can also make this section 965. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Is that now not aligned? Yeah, so that's not aligned now. So let's click on the column again, advanced, and I'm going to remove all that random padding, put back that padding. Now let's click on this section here, advanced, and click on the margin top, and let's head up just like that, just to close that gap a little bit. Update, and I'm going to click on the overall section here, so I can add some padding to the bottom. So padding bottom, let's add 20 pixels. That looks nice. Update. Head back over to our website. Refresh. Yeah, and that looks good. So as you can see, we've done it. Great. Yeah, so that is how you can create a top bar, the navigation, the logo, the banner if you wish, the headings, how you can actually display it on your page, on all of your website, and also how we can do the footer as well. And you can see that it's not actually taken that long to replicate something almost identical. If we had the font, then I'll be able to do a much better job, but we don't, because I think you actually need to pay for that font. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and please, if you have made it to the end of this video, subscribe, leave a comment on what you'd like to see next. When you like this video and subscribe, it really tells me that I'm creating content that you're actually getting value out of, and it motivates me to keep on creating more and more great value content. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time.